Go? Huh? You wanna go? Yeah. You wanna go? Okay. Silly girl. Let's go. Go get it.
Welcome to the story of us, life on the other side of 45, where there's no diapers, no struggles to climb the corporate ladder, and almost no more in-laws. This is how we do it, and it's time for us to live again. Come join our redneck adventures and the world on our terms. Hope to see you around.
Alright. Time to go to Mama's house for the weekend. We got this little girl. She gonna ride in the trunk because it's pretty cold out today. She goes in there and then I zip it up before she escapes. Let's put a clip on it. She'll try and get out. But it's got her bed and a big blanket, and she can wrap up real good in there. Alright, let's go stick her in the bike. Okay, so when it's cold out, she goes in the trunk. You see there's plenty of room. It keeps it warm in there for her. And gotta put this clip on here, because if I don't clip it, she unzips it and gets into everything in the trunk. There we go. Now she can't unzip that. Got her nice and comfy. I'm gonna close that up and take off riding. It's 50, I think I said 52 right now, and probably in the mid to low 40s by the time I get to Hattiesburg. So like to keep this little girl warm. She gets in there. You see right now she ain't even climbed up in her blanket. She's just sitting right there. Can't even see her, but she's there. She's ridden in this thing several times this way. It's no problem, and it's good. So now I'm gonna get myself loaded up, and then away we go. Let's go.
So this is my normal weekly routine. It takes me about an hour and 45 minutes usually to drive down to Laura's house. It's about 90 miles, right at 90 miles. But that's the price you pay, living apart. That's one of the things that makes it difficult for some people to live apart. It's been okay for us. We're in, of course we'd rather be together full time, but we don't want to force the kids together, as we've said in another video. We're not trying to make a hodgepodge Brady Bunch here. The kids didn't ask for the divorce or the marriage and all that kind of stuff going on, so we're sacrificing really for our kids. So, but we're making it work. It's working good enough. Like we said before, she's a nurse. I got a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week. She works 12-hour days, which is insane, crazy. But I love her. She does her job. It's great. She's really good at it. I don't know how she does 12-hour days. That sucks. I hate it. I couldn't do that, but that's what nurses are called on to do. They don't get to go to the bathroom. They don't get to do anything. They just got to sit there and work. So it's kind of nice for her to be able to sometimes be at home and I have to deal with me or kids or anything. Just kind of veg out, and I kind of get the same. If not, I get home, it's dealing with the kids, doing whatever we got. So it's kind of nice. We get a break here and there. Probably keeping us together. We're not in each other's face all the time, and it makes our time more special because time is the one thing you spend you can't get a refund on. So we do what we got to do. Enjoy it. So enjoy the rest of the video.
I'm terrible about this, but every time she walks around the car I have to honk the horn. So let's get the jump. she'll jump. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm sorry, but it's gonna happen. She had to go grab a scarf. Watch, here we go. I'm sorry. You can be in charge of the camera.
I'm in charge of killing you. I'm just killing you.
I just told her. Oh, we ain't got no gas. That's our rule.
We got plenty. We got plenty. We're gonna make it sure. We always late though. So I'm looking at this, right? And it's this girl, and she's taking pictures with her grandma. And just remembering my grandma and how much she meant to me and how much fun she was, and kind of wonder who of you out there could remember a day like that. Peace. So alright.
Your camera's good.
Well, we'll see about that. But
It's true. We will. It's true.
So, I got to some. Oh wow. Hey y'all, what's up?
At your face, not.
Oh, it's the wrong way. Check it. What did he do?
Turn down for what?
Turn down for what? We're gonna listen to that before we go home, all the way. Anyhow, so
Flip it.
no, I wanted to.
Flip it.
Alright, so the thing that we were just talking about, it's like, okay, so we're starting this YouTube channel, we're not really sure why. Well, we've got some ideas, but we're thinking about the courage that it takes to do something like this, because you probably get some hardcore truth about yourself that you're not ready to hear, or I don't know if
Please.
this is a good idea at all, really.
Please comment below on what you think of our channel. We'd like to have ideas of what you would like to see as our 24 subscribers that we have. We would love to know what it is you would like to see.
Yeah. Okay, back to you.
Back to you. That's back to you. That means turning to you.
I don't know. People playing tennis. Check it out. There's people out there. You know what I want to do today? I want to be out in the sunshine. I want to get out in my yard. I think I'm going to do, a little bit of grass cut. Love the smell of fresh cut grass. Run the mower just because I can. Love power tools. That could be interpreted in a lot of ways. Just watching the show.
You know what I think you would really enjoy?
What?
A riding mower.
Oh my god.
I happen to have one. Just come up to Brenton and you can drive the riding mower all day long.
You know, he looks like a really nice guy. But he's extraordinarily opportunistic. And the thing is, I like this.
You could ride the riding mower in bikini and I would not put it on YouTube. I would keep it for my personal collection.
No, at this age, I don't think I care. And that's the kind of thing. I've been in torment this last week about, being put out there and being on this channel and kind of wrecking some. I'm a pretty private person. I like being on stage and being in the limelight and all that stuff. That's fun, but I really kind of don't want people to know who I am.
Too late.
Kind of wondering, and I think we all kind of face that, if everybody knew what I was really like, or if everybody really knew much about me, they would.
But she's taken. So once y'all do find out what she's like, she's taken.
I have no idea where that's coming from. But at any rate, back to that, it's like if somebody really knew much about me, they would really kind of run away. But I've always found out the more that I told, the less that people ran away. So anyway, if you're feeling like that, man, I want to encourage you. Go out there, be you. Put it on YouTube. Put it out there for the whole world to see, just like this, and just kind of see what happens. And if there's a lot of criticism, I figure it's a great lesson in humility, which is something we all need to be happy, I think. Not humiliation, very big difference. But humility. It's not easy to watch myself on this screen and the 10 pounds that it adds. I wish that were true. It's not. This is for real. It makes me so fat. This guy. Happiness. I know why the fat Buddha smiles. I know. And I think he was there. I think he did that.
I did not make Fat Buddha.
Yeah, you did. Right.
I am a Fat Buddha.
But y'all gonna see me slim down, and I could use some suggestions, reasonable suggestions of things that work. I don't know if anything works anymore, but I was hot when I met this guy. And, it's still doing pretty good, but I would like to get some of this off, and I think we're both kind of happy and it's showing.
Extremely happy.
I don't even think I don't know if I even mind, really.
I don't.
No,
I don't mind at all.
he don't, trust me. He don't mind at all.
I love you. I love this woman like crazy. I don't care.
No, that's for real. And I've been wondering too, I don't know if you're going to put any of this out there, but God, I wish I'm not at my best today. Y'all gonna see me at my best. I'm gonna get that, I mean, I think it's awesome when I get there, but it's kind of rare. The thing is, though, I was wondering, what is the difference between love and insanity? What is the difference between love and, say, codependence, or love and abandonment issues? What are the telltale signs that let you know that it's not necessarily a sickness? Interesting, I think. Would love to get some feedback on that. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'm hot. Gotta cool it down in here, and peace out, yo. All right, so just a PS real quick. So we're just now talking about that question again. When we turn the camera off, we're like, okay. So I said, what do you think it is? I said, what is love? We're gonna name this segment, perhaps. We're probably gonna name it "What is Love?" because we want to know what it is. And so when I asked him that, this was his reaction. 3, 2, 1.
What am I supposed to say? Boobies? What? Boobies?
There it is. And the thing is, when you get this age, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. All right, man. We're going to peace out again. All right, we're just starting. Okay, so
She's not used to the camera.
Hey, sis again, y'all. And one of the things that we're doing, because we go to the bars a lot, we just have to admit that outright. And, so I've always kind of thought about being a bartender. I thought it would be really fun, and I've never gotten to do it. But fortunately, here right now, I have the opportunity to interview a real live bartender.
A good one,
And
too.
she's, oh my God. She's got
She got us last night.
Oh yeah, okay, and she's
were
gonna be
awesome.
right back. But y'all, she is the bomb. And where are we at now? We're at Patio 44.
Patio 44. Patio
Look, check it
44,
out.
Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
It's nice. It's nice. And it's just a beautiful day. God, what? Weather in the 60s, I guess, something like that. And thank God it's not raining. Oh my God.
And
Right.
then,
So this Taylor, this our bartender, the infamous.
and then we would go out and drink. So
Oh yeah.
mm-hmm.
So you were here till midnight. You got up again
Yeah,
to be
went
here
to-
today.
Yeah.
Man, how do you do that? How do you do that?
You just, I'm in college, so I think that's part of the issue. So I want to get the hell
That's
out.
probably, yeah, I heard that.
So, like, let's
What's
just
your
get up and
tattoo
get
say? What does your tattoo say?
She wasn't scared of the fire. She was the fire. I actually should go back and get it gone over. I need her to go over it again, cause
Yeah.
it's me being nitpicky, but if you look at it hard enough, the fire right here is thinner than all the rest of the words, cause it hurt like a weenie right here, and then right in here in the H and in the S, it's not filled in, but in my
Getting on
other.
the wrist hurt the most.
Check him out. Check him out. Say what?
No, look.
That's my lipstick kiss.
That's
That's
her.
my lipstick kiss.
See, we live to her house. She lives here, and I live in Brandon. So that way I get kissed.
Oh my God, this is
And there it is.
Oh my God.
You see how
think
much
I like
Taylor
my
loves this. You see this? I think a bartender should be invested emotionally to a degree. Yeah. There she goes. She's working. She's doing a thing, yo.
Me and the other bartenders were talking about this last night, how some people hate the stuff in the bottom.
Right.
Love the stuff in the bottom.
She's talking about the mojito. That is probably the best mojito. What is it? I mean, other than the one when we were in Florida, in Miami, that's the best mojito I've ever had.
But
no
no,
doubt.
everyone's like, oh, don't put that stuff in the bottom. I'm like, but it's as you drink it, it's coming up even
It's
more.
sweeter.
It gets sweeter.
It's
It
sweeter.
gets more flavorful. I don't know. I enjoy that.
So-
I enjoy building on my flavors. But
So what's your favorite thing about bartending though? The whole subject. Favorite thing? You've been doing this a little minute, you can tell.
I've been serving longer than bartending, but I don't know, I really enjoy You know what it is? I really enjoy being able to talk to people way more freely than I do if I were serving.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of times when I'm bartending, and I can't even lie about it, like we make our money. We make our money by like being smart asses.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, like I feel like that's all you're doing.
Personality.
I think I know what
It's
he's
about personality.
And you know, you have people who come in and they want that. Like they literally tip you to be a smart ass. And I'm like, I got you, grade A. That is I'm fluent in this language.
Yeah.
I guess I
That makes a
enjoy.
lot of
I guess
sense.
I just enjoy like building. I guess relationships in that way.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, because there's
And I bet
actually a
you
couple
do.
regulars who like we're actually real cool now.
Yeah.
Outside of.
Yeah, out of here.
Yeah. But I would definitely say that like I'm more able to be. I'm able to be myself more.
Yeah.
As a bartender,
I like
versus
that.
being a server, because people want like, how are you? A lot of times people come to the bar, they're like you came in, you're like, look, girl, I need, I need a mimosa.
I need some help.
I need some help.
You were
girl.
responsible.
Yeah.
But I was so.
Y'all need
Oh
salt
my
and pepper or hot
god,
sauce?
we had so much fun.
Salt and
Hot
pepper be
sauce,
good.
salt and pepper, and hot sauce. Yeah. And there she goes. She's doing it again. She's on the fly. Ask and you shall receive. Boom, boom. Isn't that good? So what are we having?
Crawfish. Something
Omelet.
else. Crawfish etouffee omelet.
There isn't a whole lot relevant after you say the word crawfish. Really. What's your favorite bartender story?
Ooh,
I don't know.
that's a good one. I don't know. Ooh.
Because I'm a nurse. I got nursing stories. You know.
Yeah.
If you're going to write a book, would you make sure you include it? She brought Tabasco and Crystal.
Yeah, because I know
that
some
girl.
people. Yeah. To me, Crystal's more flavorful. Tabasco's just hot.
Yeah.
Frank's hot
Frank's
sauce. That's what
hot
you gotta
sauce.
get. You ain't ever had Frank's?
I've had it, and I don't know. I love my favorite, Louisiana hot sauce.
Yeah.
Not even because I'm from New Orleans. Genuinely, I
Yeah.
love Louisiana hot sauce. I'll take Crystal, but Louisiana is my jam. I know some people.
thing.
I'm a friend. Is it Frank's Red Hot? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, I was gonna say it's the Red Hot one. I can't get that
And I
one.
feel like a traitor. I do,
That one
but
in Texas Pete, like it's
Texas-
okay.
Mhm.
I'll take that or Valentina on my tacos and stuff. But
I've never
like
had that one. The only-
Valentino, it's so good.
Oh,
It's
good.
so good for no reason. Put it on some chili with a little cheese. Oh my gosh, it's good.
So bartender story.
No,
You
ooh,
have anything on that?
ooh.
You can change the names to protect the innocent.
Oh, they ain't innocent if I'm telling the story. I'm gonna go run away and make this drink, and I'm gonna think about it.
Do
You
it,
got it.
do it. There she is.
We would always, and I mean, like, this is actually kind of, I feel like this is kind of fucked up.
No, it's
But,
not.
like, no. Like, when we were, so, when I worked, this is actually a servant story. This is actually not even, this is, yeah, because I couldn't think of a bartender when I'm like, yeah, I feel like my serving stories are way crazier than my bartending stories. So, I had a table, and it was like a table of 15.
Oh.
And they were kids, which is fine. Like, I can handle that. That's totally fine. But they sat over here outside, and they were all set up, and they were just waiting on everybody. And I could tell, I was like, this is gonna go downhill so fucking fast, because they were all of 17,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, all right, you know, let's just get it going. And they're like trickling in, not on time. They're like 45 minutes late for the goddamn reservation. At this point, I wanted to be like heading them out, like getting
Yeah.
ready to go. And I take their orders. Everyone's finally here. I get their drinks. Mind you, they're rude. And there's no adult. There's no parent. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And so I'm pulling their food. I'm in the back. I'm in the window, and I'm pulling their food and helping my manager. And the host comes running in the back, like red in the face, like, your party left. I was like,
Oh,
kidding me?
no.
The best part about it, though, we ran the cameras back. The hosts are so good to us. So good to us.
Girl.
They chased these kids in the fucking parking lot. It was the funniest thing of my life.
That
Chased
is
these kids down the
not-
parking lot. Like, I was like, y'all know that's illegal, right? They were like, we don't care. Chase them down the parking lot, and we're like, y'all need to pay. Like, y'all need to do stuff. Because, I mean, at that point, I couldn't make any money off it.
Yeah.
And I hadn't had any other tables. They took me out of rotation.
Did
So,
they
like,
catch him? Did they catch him?
they couldn't do anything. It's not like they could, like, drag them back in and make them pay.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
if they
God.
ran out, they ran out, and me and the managers were in the back trying to sell the party on their food. And so my managers were like, take your pick of the food you want, and like we gotta comp the whole thing
Yeah.
because I can't be responsible for that. You know?
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool that you weren't, because I bet some places would
Some
make
places
you.
would. Some places
They
would.
would.
That's one thing for sure. Yeah.
Oh, y'all. Say what? I'm glad nurses don't have to worry about that. I'm just saying. And so I don't want to call too much attention to the camera here, but one of the other things that we like doing when we're out like this is kind of people watching, you know? So I'm going to give you a quick flash. I don't know if we can do this legally. So I'm wondering what's going on, you know? I don't know if I can see. Yeah. So it's like, you know, what's going on over there? People are so quiet, you know, there's like a, they're all, you know, calm, watching TV and in a freeze mode a second ago. So I was just kind of wondering, but it looks like a birthday party. Overhearing conversation.
We could do some time.
There's some people out there, and I see them as a guy and his girlfriend and her BFF. And the BFF is just talking and talking. And I bet he wish he wasn't there right now. Just leave it open. See what happens. I like how you found.
Creole cuisine.
Oh, wow.
Kind of place, yeah.
Korean and Creole?
Because the
I had
owners
never
are
heard
Korean
anything
and
like
Creole.
that. Yeah.
It was super good. They had all kinds of stuff. They had Korean short ribs, but they also had like charcoal oysters. So good.
God, there's a really weird combination I like that.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's those random. There used to be this place that was like Latin and like I forgot the other one, but it was some like off the wall fusion food. But it was so good. I don't know
Yeah.
why they closed the place down, but it was delicious.
You know, I spent a lot. We were thinking about taking just a day trip there in the next few days, and so that's a good intro.
Yeah.
You know,
part of me,
she from New Orleans, y'all.
I was supposed to go home today.
Yeah.
And I wasn't supposed to bartend this morning because I was supposed to go to this audition and master class.
Audition.
Being a dancer. Yeah.
You're a dancer too?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting my degree in.
My roommate in college was a dancer, and oh my gosh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
I love it so
fantastic.
much. I'm so
That
ready
was
to
like a
graduate.
dream of mine when I was growing up. Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. I love it so much.
But I couldn't even play basketball, much less, you know, coordinate. I play drums now. I went to music, but
so good.
well, I did that, and you know, and nursing. I don't know where those two kind of meet, but
Yeah.
but anyway.
I do interpretive dance, and so far the only one I do is like epileptic seizure.
But like still, epileptic seizure.
That's what my interpretive dance is.
Do you know? Okay, look, I'm gonna hook you up. Do you know Abigail Lenz?
I told you I suck at names. I don't know.
I'm gonna write her name here. That's a connection for you, a big one. I didn't send you to her. Abigail Lenz, yeah. She is the big dancing. I mean, if you're gonna get hired anywhere here, that's who you need to find. And she
Is it
just find her-
Lenz, like, or-
she's a Judy Lenz. Lenz. Look that up and find her on Facebook. You can tell her Laura sent you.
Okay.
But she has a show here called, oh my gosh, it's Hattie's Burlesque.
Oh yeah.
She heads that.
That's why I know her name. A lot of our
She
dance
has that.
majors do Hattie's Burlesque.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I've got a couple.
I was in a band. I was in a band years ago, and and it was wonderful. Dated the guitar player. You can't do that. But anyway, boom, blew up, and she stepped into my spot, and that's how I kind of got to know her. But Abby is, yeah, she's amazing, and she's got some videos out there from long ago. She opened big, huge shows, thousands of people. That is a very talented, very
You good?
They're waiting on another set.
oh.
The office.
Did they just ring it in?
They were waiting.
Go get him.
He's so little. He's a little guy. He's all like confused.
They're gonna hurt me. Can you help? Help.
I'm gonna go make him hot pizza. Okay?
I'm just gonna film you working and what you're doing. This is what I'm doing. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, that's how they do it in the South. It's Sunday afternoon. We out of church. We forgot to talk about that. But you know, we didn't go to church the last weekend when we were together.
Go ahead.
But then the week, you know, we kind of went downhill, and I promise you that it makes a big difference. So do mojitos. And you took extra care in grinding those grapes. I saw that. I
Yeah,
did.
so that you don't get like a whole.
I want you to know I saw it and I appreciate it.
Good. You still working on
And
that
you
one?
were
babe?
No, that was good. I get a
Oh, is your water? I'm sorry.
It ain't like we've been worried about no water. We should be.
It's all good.
We want to act like people who would be
It's
worried about water, but you know.
What'd you say? Can you get one?
I think I get a Moscow Mule.
There you go. We had so much fun last night.
That's so good.
The couple that we were talking to,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
awesome, and I kind of felt
Her
like
son used to go to the, her son and her son, I don't know if they're still together, but her son and her son's girlfriend at the time used to, he used to go to, and she used to work at, and go to the health club I used to work at out of that
yeah.
road. So, yeah.
Oh, she's beautiful. God.
Yeah, they're sweet.
And you know the thing is, last night I kind of wanted to give them my number, but I was like, they're probably pretty, I don't know, pretty private people. And she paused, and I could kind of tell she was like wanting to kind of keep in touch too. Do they come in here often?
They come in, like that group, they have an entire group that comes in here. So like if I see like the girlfriend or one of them or either one of them, yeah, or their son, yeah, they do come in a good bit. Not like regular, but they're a familiar face around here.
Yeah. I thought about leaving my number here for her, because I just regret doing that, because we just hit it off and we just talked and talked, but that was so much fun. We had a great time with them. We did. Yeah.
That's so good. That's always good to see.
Oh my God, that's good. You got the berries. Perfect. They went right up my straw. Oh, no, you didn't.